Now, I don't know about you guys, but it really feels recently that Twitter has just descended further into this god-awful cesspit of lies, deceit, fake news, misinformation. Now, I know it's always had that aspect, but it seems to be getting worse. And it feels like on some people's profiles, it's literally about 1 in 5 posts that they're pure lies, pure misinformation. Darren Grimes is here as an example. He's very good at this. He does this a hell of a lot. This post that he put out, a school teacher in Ireland who refused to call a student they will spend the Christmas period in prison, a court has ruled. Now, if you do the slightest bit of research into this story, you'll find out that it's just pure lies. Irish teacher jailed for breaching court order to stay away from school. A pupil who was transitioning to another gender wished to be referred to by a new name and the pronoun they. Burke from Castlebar, County Mayo, who teaches history, refused, citing his religious beliefs. The school put Burke on paid administration leave after he allegedly confronted the principal at a public event and questioned her in a heated manner, a claim Burke denies. After Burke continually attended the school, it obtained court order barring him from the campus. He continued to show up, prompting his jailing for contempt of court. So he got in an argument with the principal, he got put on administration leave, he was barred from turning up on the campus, and he repeatedly came to visit the campus, which is why he's in jail. Not exactly what Darren Grimes has put out in his post. And now, this is the stupid thing. You can have a conversation whether teachers should be using different pronouns or not. That's fine. You can have that conversation. But you completely undermine your argument when you pump out lies, misinformation, fake news, like Darren Grimes has done here by trying to claim that this teacher is in prison for not using the correct pronoun. 2,000 people retweeted, 6,000 people have liked that. 6,000 people now believe that in Ireland you can put a teacher in prison for using the wrong pronoun. And there's so many examples of this. Another example here, Reverend Simon Sideways. Someone I've had conversations with on the channel before about immigration, climate change. I'll put some links down below if you want to check them out. Reposted Carl Benjamin's post here. A large group of Islamists have surrounded the private home of British Indian Member of Parliament, Virendra Sharma, and isn't letting him leave. Pure lies, pure lies. Again, when you look into the story, not only is he not inside the building is not his private residence. It's the town hall for Southall. Yeah, that is the town hall for Southall. And I don't know about you, but this seems like a perfect example of a peaceful democratic process. I'm not happy with the way that my MP is voting in my constituency, so I'm going to demonstrate outside the town hall. How much better perfect example can you get of democracy in action? And his page is full of this stuff. Hamas parading another dead child for the benefit of the world's media until they are interrupted by an air raid warning. So they're supposed to be parading a kid. They're supposed to be saying that children aren't dying in Gaza. Are you serious? And more to the point, when you look down, you'll see that this is a video from 4 years ago, filmed in Jordan. It was believed the participant staged a funeral in order to circumvent coronavirus lockdown. Are you seriously suggesting that you're trying to say that kids aren't dying in Gaza? And you're just using a 4-year-old video filmed in Jordan to prove your point. I find it quite ironic that if you look at the top, the person that posted this has got a defund the BBC logo. Okay, great. So you want to defund the BBC? Is this what you want to replace it with? Is it just pure lies and propaganda, just videos just shoved online and put whatever context they want from 5 years ago? It's sickening. There are so many examples of this. The Dutch Parliament just voted in favour of making it possible for the Netherlands to opt out of the EU asylum and migration policy. Fake news, misinformation, lies. They can't do it. They're just trying to show this guy. We need more right-wing leaders in Europe because we can do things like this. It's lies. It's pure lies. Another example. You can read what it's screen. I have to watch my language, and I'm not going to play the video for monetization properly. But you can read what it says on the screen there. You know, migrant does this. to a young girl. And, you know, if you watch the video, it's just so obvious. This is Latin America. The Spanish they're speaking, the accents, this is nothing. They're trying to claim that this is Europe and it's a migrant. And there just seems to be a whole host of people that are just pumping this stuff into Twitter. They're finding the most evil, most violent videos they can and just creating their own narrative, their own context, and pumping it out. And the same thing, how many people have reposted, and, you know, 17,000 people have seen that. And now 17,000 people think that migrants are all over the streets of Europe doing this to young girls. And it's sickening. And, you know, a lot of people blame Murdoch and our newspapers in this country and the media, the right-wing media and Daily Mail and The Sun and stuff. But honestly, I think, you know, this sort of stuff is taken over now. This is what's showing up on people's feed, with a society ever more just flicking through. And I know personally people in my life, in my family, that have been taken over by this garbage. They just blindly believe every single thing that they read on Twitter. And, you know, I'd always been aware of this stuff, and I'd always known that this stuff is about, but it's just, it's increasing so much more now. Some of these Twitter pages, it's like 1 in 5 things that they post is just pure lies. So I hope you enjoyed the video, folks. I really just wanted to show some light on this stuff because, you know, we talk a lot about education in schools and things like that, and hopefully our kids are going to get savvy to this nonsense, but I think we need education for adults. Honestly, the amount of adults that just blindly believe every single piece of crap that they read on Twitter. We need some nationwide bloody program to seriously start thinking critically when we're looking at news online. What's your thoughts, guys? Please give me your thoughts, give me your comments down below. If you like the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. I'll pump another video up there. I'll pump, can't talk. It's this Twitter vial that's bloody spewing my brains. Till next time, take care.